Hi, everyone. It's Tony Richards, and welcome to today's Life Focus. You know, interesting. I want to talk today about finding your happiness. Finding your happiness. Because I think that's so important in life today that you're happy. So let me ask you a question. Are you happy? You know, people ask me a lot how during these times with the coronavirus and everything going on, especially in this country, I can be so optimistic. Well, you see, I refuse to see the glass as half empty. I do. Always have and probably always will. I believe that God is in control. And yes, I do believe He is telling us to get back to Him and stop acting so foolishly. But I look for the opportunity in the tough situation. And that's not always easy to do. You see, what or how can I make it better for myself, my family, and others? That's the things that I think about in tough situations and how to find that happiness. Yes, we, like you, are hurting in many areas. And yes, I, like you, are working through situations that I never thought I would see, except on television or maybe in the movies. But I also know I have a choice, just like you. What choices are you making? You see, I can be afraid and I can worry and stick my head in the sand and do nothing. Or I can pray and keep searching for an opportunity in this crisis. Well, you see, I choose to find the opportunity. Is it easy? Of course not. It's never easy. But is it necessary? I don't want the situation to control me. I want to control the situation. And I think that's one of the keys to finding your happiness. Stop letting others and stop letting things control you, and you start taking control of those situations. So, I want to briefly discuss 3 ways you can find your happiness, even in this very difficult situation. Number 1 sounds simple, but it is not. Sit down with a paper and pen and write down what happiness is to you. Now, I don't mean pie in the sky dreaming. I mean right now, today, even with what you are facing, what in your life makes you happy. And you're probably sitting there, some of you going, oh, Tony, come on, that's ridiculous. Well, you know what? Keep doing what you're doing then, and you're going to get the same results. And how's that working for you? I guess would be my question. You need to take some action, and you need to start with yourself. You don't worry about other people. Don't let others do it for you or tell you what to do. Now, some people like that. If you're one of those people that, you know what, I'm going to just let others take me by the collar here and just kind of drag me around wherever they want me to be, that's where I'll be. I hope you're not. I don't think you are. But you got to start someplace. And someplace is to take an assessment of yourself. What is it that truly makes you happy? Write it down. Number 2, recognize your hot buttons that trigger negative thoughts or actions in your life. We all have them. Things that people say, do, situations we go into. I was cooking the other day and I opened up this spice, and the smell instantly took me back to when I was a kid and the hot dogs that I used to eat and the relish that was on it smelled just like that. It was a happy thought, a good thought. That's what you want to focus on. What is it that makes you happy? Not the negative. Too many of us turn and revert and rely and live in the negative. Whether it be the negative that we do, but in the negatives in our mind, the negatives in our past. That's your past, your baggage. Get rid of it. Stay focused on what is going to take you to where you want to be, where you need to be. Those negative thoughts, those trigger points, write them down, and then on another column, after you've written them down, write down ways you can take to avoid them. Eliminate this out of my life. Talk to this person because they're too negative. Start looking for ways through this situation. Then, simply start working on eliminating the negative as much as you can. Again, like I said, it sounds simple, but it's not. I have to keep saying it because people don't want to do it. Number 3, set meaningful goals for yourself. Take a hard look at your life. Examine your values. Think about the person you want to become. I don't care if you're 95 years old. Think about the person you want to become. Use this to set goals that are meaningful to you. It'll make you happy. Many people find it hard to rely on themselves as a source of happiness. But you see, you have to, because when it's all said and done, the only one you have is you. Is it possible to find happiness inside yourself? That's what I want to ask you. That's what I want you to think about. Can you find that happiness within you? Or are you looking for it in other ways? Are you looking at through drugs, through sex, through pornography, through relationships that are not meaningful? The fact is that you don't need to look beyond yourself to find your source of happiness. You really don't. Just make sure you take the time to find it. And you've got time now. We all have time. Most of us are sitting at home most of the day. You've got the time to do it. So why not? Why not take the next 30 minutes, turn everything off, sit down, piece of paper and a pen or a pencil, write down what are those things in your life that'll make you happy, then write down those things that are negative in your life, and then on another column next to those negative things, the things you can do that will eliminate them in your life or reduce them as much as possible, or to help you to take control of that. You see, the great thing is that when you do this, you start moving and working to find your true happiness. And you will find it. And what you're going to do is others are going to see you and say, hey, you've changed. Hey, how come you're more positive now? You're going to start to help others as well. And that's the real key. That's the real key for me anyway. One of the successes in life for me, happiness for me, is to help other people get to where they want to be. What is your route? What is your path? What is it that you need to find that's going to make you happy? Go find it. Go do it. Go help others. And when you do, you all go forward. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I hope you find that happiness. I really do. It's important. It really is. It's infectious. Pass it on to others. Write me at TonyRichardsSpeaking@gmail.com. I will have this show along with others on YouTube in about 20 minutes. Simply go to youtube.com, type in Tony Richards Life Focus, and it'll be on there. Check out my website also at TonyRichards.net. Have yourself a great day, a great evening, wherever you are in the world, a great afternoon. Be safe out there. Wear the masks. Know that you are the source of your true happiness. Go out and find it. And when you do, you will go forward.